Welcome to the Arsenal podcast number 43. I am your host for this evening, Nitro, and I'm here with my good buddy and friends, Shadow Haxor. What's up, Hax?
Not much, just having a fun-filled, magical day.
The man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Nephrite.
What's up?
All right, yo, come on, man. I can't give you a cool intro like that and then you be all goofy. What the hell? Anyway, and we also have Gabe. I'm sorry, I don't know your tag, so you're just Gabe today.
My friend. Z slash.
Z slash, yes, my buddy Z slash. What's good, Z?
I'm alright.
All right, so we have a few topics for you today. Of course, we had to touch on this whole Donald Sterling thing because, you know, it's the cool thing to do in the media today.
And we're black, and we don't appreciate it either.
That's true.
Wait, hold up. Everyone in this room is black right now, right?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
This is one-way train to pain.
No.
Oh, man. Actually, no. I try to keep a more objective view.
I'm an equal opportunity hater. I tell it how it is. So.
Hate is good.
Hate is good depending on what it is. Racism is bad. It's never good.
Yeah.
Never good.
Exactly.
All right, so Hank, start us off, man. Like, what do you want to touch on first as far as this is concerned?
I really don't want to touch on anything, honestly, because I hate this freaking topic, but it's something that needs to be talked about just due to the fact that, you know, it's racism. You know, it's bad enough that, you know, he had an issue a couple years ago where he denied tenants the ability to live into his property. Because,
housing discrimination.
Because, you know they were a certain minority that he didn't care for. And the bastard got sued for $2.5 million.
And he also said some crap like black people smell or something like that. It's something retarded.
He also got sued for that before that.
Right.
Another thing, separately.
So, you know, the whole thing with Donald Sterling and the remarks he made after he got, you know, when he got caught on tape, you know, the whole back and forth, I could care less about the whole situation. I really don't. But the bottom line is blatant racism. It's bullshit. I don't care if it's the NBA, NFL, your school. I don't care where the hell it is. It's wrong. And in this day and age, we should be able to move past this shit. And for this to keep coming up is retarded.
Wishful thinking, my brother.
You know, it doesn't make a difference. Oh, he's an old-ass man. Who the fuck cares? This shit needs to be done with, all right? And if you gotta be a racist, you gotta hate that bad, keep that shit to yourself. Don't be a dumbass. Well, I'm gonna say this and everybody's gonna hear it.
He was
to
himself.
Yeah, he was keeping it to himself.
No, keeping it to himself is don't open your damn mouth.
Yeah, don't even put yourself.
I have to disagree on him keeping it to himself. I love this whole thing that's going on. You know, black people need to wake up. You know, because this type of, you know, prejudice and stuff, this shit is widespread around the world when it comes to black people. So things like this need to happen. Like I love what the players did. You know, they turned their you know, uniforms inside out. You know, as to not, you know, give you know, show the branding and stuff. So it needs to happen.
You know, I can understand that, but at the same time, you know, the players have as much power, you know, to do something about their situation as much as we do. They don't have any power. They have none. They can't break their contract. They're obligated to that. They can't walk away. They're stuck there. Only people that really have the power, which they're finally doing something about it, is the rest of the owners. And even still, they have to reach a certain what is the threshold they have to meet in order to
75% consensus.
Okay, they have to
vote for it.
You know, and if it doesn't meet that, then he still owns the team. And either way, it doesn't make a difference because he's still going to come on top. Okay, even though he's banned, he sells the team. He's still going to make money.
Right.
So,
exactly.
All right, well, here's the thing. I don't think that was ever really in question, that he was still going to make money. He's a freaking billionaire, and unfortunately, that's how it works in this country. Even if you're an asshole or whatever the hell you are.
Yeah,
if you got
that says, hey, if you are confirmed for being a racist, we're gonna take away all of your assets, all your money.
Yeah, like there's nothing like that. Like if you have money, you definitely have power in this world, and especially in this country. But here's a couple of things that I wanted to touch on as far as Donald Sterling is concerned. First off, if they didn't ban him, I did read a story saying that both the Warriors and the Clippers, the players, were going to pretty much try to coordinate just walking out on Game 5
Yeah, I heard that on ESPN. They will
which
definitely walk off.
wow, which is like ridiculous and definitely a way to combat racism and things like that. But
Also, there'd be other stuff like, there'd be pretty much like a lot of people like pulling out of buying merchandising, trying to get a boycott of like a lot of the NBA stuff.
yeah, well, definitely. If the NBA didn't step in and like condemn Donald Sterling for their remarks, but as far as like Donald Sterling himself, there are a couple of things that I did want to say, and like a couple of things because I've read people like not so much defending what he said, but like defending Donald Sterling as far as what happened and how it all went down.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. First off, you can't really, say, well, what happened to freedom of speech, this, that, and the third, because the NBA is not a government organization. So, like, the comments that somebody says in private aren't necessarily, like, protected against, under, like, free speech. And, there's nowhere in our whole right to free speech that says you have the right to be an asshole and we have to accept you for it.
Right.
You just can't be arrested or prosecuted for speaking what's on your mind, regardless of how wrong whatever's on your mind is. I do have to.
I would have to. I guess some of the cases some people may bring that he shouldn't be forcibly removed would be that like in the NBA bylaws they have a thing where for them to remove you, one of the standing has to be is that you have to pretty much actively mess up in your duties as an owner of a team. And usually it's along the lines of like, like embezzlement or like not providing for your team properly and stuff like that, and not like stuff like this where you make it a massive PR disaster for the team. Effectively, they're probably going to vote to kick him out because straight up the man is poison.
It's just a bad look, and that's why they're going to end up kicking him out. I mean, don't get it twisted into thinking that this is some kind of noble act or some act of righteousness against racism for the NBA. The thing is Donald Sterling, just this coming out really hurts the NBA brand because he's an owner.
Definitely. I mean, like you said, it's just not to say this is all about racism. It is, but it's a black guy for NBA, and they're perhaps one of the biggest stages for the world right now. Basketball is up there. I think it's even bigger than baseball and football. The whole world watches it. Yeah, they
really?
came out and said,
Yeah.
It is the biggest.
Wow. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess worldwide, yeah, and in America, I would think it's football, but
and that's a black eye for NBA. And they can't have that stand.
Football's smaller.
It's smaller. I think it's actually
in America.
Yeah.
In just America.
Well. I can't say that.
Yeah, I was saying that I could see that NBA being like the biggest worldwide, but I think football is just the biggest in America. But that was an aside, so whatever.
But,
so yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Gabe.
Yeah, I guess in general, like some people do have an issue with pretty much him being published for like private for what were essentially private comments between him and his trustworthy mistress.
Right.
But the thing is that pretty much like. As an owner of a team, pretty much, people have. One of the things is that even though a lot of people are aware of the game of how basketball is mostly played by underprivileged black people who are able to reach these heights, and who's most of the owners of most of the teams are pretty much old white guys.
Yeah, most of the teams are old white guys, and sorry, but a couple other points that are things to think about as far as this concerned is, sure that like these were private comments, and if you actually listen to the tape of like what he said and everything that he said, for an old racist white guy, that was actually really freaking tame.
Yep.
But the thing about it is that even though we've come a long way as far as racism in this country is concerned, it takes that kind of a form, which is a lot harder to identify and a lot harder to stamp out. Where it's more of a
this is the most obvious form. This isn't the worst thing about him that he's done. The housing thing literally kills people straight up.
The housing thing is like the worst thing he's done, but I'm saying like if you listen to his comments and just take those as face value,
Not gonna lie, man. The comments are the tamest thing he's done, pretty much.
yeah,
The comments are what enable us to have this conversation right now because it's a sexy story. He's a rich guy who's taken a huge fall. He's got a mistress and a wife, and he didn't even know his lady was half black, but she was putting up with this anyway because money. So,
yeah. But I mean, agreed. But what I'm saying is, if you listen to the comments themselves, this is the face of racism today, where it's not some whole, overt, you black people can't be here, or you can't do this or that and the third because you're black. It's more like behind closed doors, they'll, do stuff, or they'll discriminate, or they will, have these opinions about you, meaning that like, we're going to have a place for you because we have to, but you're never going to we're never going to let you actually like sit at the table and break bread with us, because that's what that was about. He was like, oh, you can love black people. You can do whatever with black people, but don't associate with them. Don't bring them to my games. Don't put out there that you're associating with black people, because when you do that, that pretty much comes back to me that I'm associating with black people. And what that goes to show, and what is funny, because I saw somebody getting on like President Obama's from stating, from referring to his comments and saying that essentially that, the fight with racism isn't over, and that, it's still a nationwide issue. And somebody had a problem with that, saying that, oh, this is just, some crazy racist old guy's comments, but just because he says it, oh, it's a national issue. No, what his comments actually illustrate is that in the type of circles where he's at, which is old, rich, white people with power, it's still not acceptable to be black or to associate yourself with black people. And that's the face of racism today. And that's something that you really have to, be aware of.
Exactly.
You've been warning about this topic for a while now, haven't you? You've been thinking about this whole fiasco for a while.
I mean, I've seen quite a few stories and like a few different angles on it, and people bring up a lot of points, but I look at what happened, and I'm looking at their points, and that's what I think about it. So it's not necessarily that I've been stewing on it for a while, because Donald Sterling doesn't have jack shit to do with me. He's over in LA. I live in Philly. I'm not a basketball player. I don't want to live in one of his housing establishments, so whatever. But I'm just saying that we shouldn't act like he's some sort of exception.
Right.
That, rich old white guys aren't racist, or haven't come up in a world where, racism was the norm, and where black people aren't accepted or acceptable. And to think that you shouldn't take for granted to think that they caught up with the times, and that they think that's wrong now. They are still the people with power in this world, and they came up in an age where that's how it was. White people are supposed to go here, and black people are supposed to go there under them, and just like all minorities. And that's probably something that they teach and pass on to their children.
Which is sad, but probably true.
So,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's something that it's a pervasive problem, and this is, I mean, a really minuscule step as far as, exposing it and trying to get it solved. But, it's a step in the right direction, at least.
Yeah.
All right, let's move away from Donald Sterling.
Yeah.
So, what have you guys been playing lately?
I've actually gone into throwback mode since I've been back at school. Aside from my eternal fighting game grind, playing AE and Marvel and all that good stuff. I've been playing Legend of Dragoon.
Wow. Yeah, you have been taking it back.
Yo, man. You can put pretty much all of your old PlayStation classics that you download off of PlayStation Network onto your Vita. So I put that on there, and I've just been playing that. And I also picked up the Final Fantasy X HD for Vita. I'm pretty much just picking up that.
I was debating about that, but it's like, they're really gonna play that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really like go through and destroy that game like I could have, or like I'm used to doing with RPGs. So I was like, you know what? Let me pick it up, and it's for Vita because if it was trying to like compete for time on my main TV, then it would have never got there. But while I'm on the go or whatever, if I'm not driving anyway, um, I might as well, I might as well play an RPG, man. They're cool.
I got on speaking of Vita, I got I just bought like a couple of days ago Muramasa Rebirth for the Vita.
Yeah, it's a cool game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very freaking amazing. I bought it with the the Golden Week place PSN sale and stuff,
Uh-huh.
and it was like $7 and change, and and I also got Dead Nation for free on the Vita. Same exact game as the PS3 version. The same,
No new nothing.
no new nothing. Just,
No, no.
no, but I got it for free because if you own it on the PS3, if you have a Vita, you get it for free on the Vita. And I played it, beat it on the Vita, just the other day, and it's still a great game. But it's just a shame that they didn't add any modes or anything, or you don't have a new game plus, no new game plus or anything. It's the same exact game.
Yeah, it's because they've been working on the PlayStation 4 version.
No, but the PlayStation 4 version is the same exact game.
No, it's not.
It just with more. It has all the DLC and has better graphics. That's it.
And the new modes.
What new modes they got? They got a new game plus.
No, they don't.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. It's the same game. But it's still a solid game. I love Dead Nation. I can't wait for a sequel. But the PlayStation 4 version is the same game. They probably added a mode here or two, but it's the same game.
I was sad with that Golden Week because pretty much everything that they had on sale, if I wanted it, I probably had it already.
Right, because they had the HD collections, like the Metal Gear HD collection.
I was like, got it.
They had the Devil May Cry HD collection.
Got it.
And the reasons I didn't really buy a lot of that was because I don't want I don't have enough room on my Vita to get all these games because of those damn memory cards and stuff. So I'm like,
man,
I didn't want it just because I had them already.
I'm sorry, Neff. You gotta just start watching those Amazon sales.
Yeah, but
Those things be going cheap.
Yeah, but how cheap they be going? Like the 64 gigabyte one. How low that?
How much does it normally run for you now? Because I know it's like $100 or so.
Yeah.
I know I saw one before with like $65, $70.
That's still a lot, man.
That's like
it's a
25%
bit,
off.
but it's
that's still a lot for 60. Come on, 64 gigabytes. That's a lot, man. Like if it was like 40 or something, I could say okay.
Well, you're not gonna find a 64
Right.
gig.
That's why. That's right. That's why I haven't bought it.
Well, that's what happens when Sony is proprietary Sony. You know that.
All right. But I've been playing on the 360. I just recently copped a couple of weeks ago Splinter Cell Blacklist. Great fucking game. They have a horde mode, and it's pretty much
Wait, Splinter Cell Blacklist, isn't that one with this like character named Briggs in it?
No, it's Sam Fisher from the Splinter Cell.
No, I know Sam Fisher's in it. I meant like a side character.
Yeah, they have a new character in it.
Or did you get that far?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Yeah, did they add a new guy to it?
Yeah, well, they got. I'm not really familiar with the intricacies of the. I've only played like a couple of the series, the games.
A couple of games.
Yeah, so I have. But I'm actually gonna probably go back to go into the back catalog and cop pretty much all of them. But this game is dope. They have a horde mode. And you're pretty much going around like you have a pretty much a big environment where you got a whole team of enemies that are trying to find you, and you're pretty much sneaking around and killing the guys, and it's a stealth. It's pretty much a stealth mission, but you got all these different environments. You have these different environments where you can hide and do your thing and stuff, and it's really really fun.
Is that the only thing you've been playing?
No. Like I said, I've been playing the Vita one, the Vita games. I've been playing that. I kind of been going back to, like some shooters. Well, I actually been playing on my PC a lot too. I've been playing.
Mhm.
I've been playing the Batman games. The Arkham games. I've been playing. The Grid games and stuff. And yeah, that's about it. Been on my PC pretty much a good long time, and that's it. That's all I've been playing.
What about you, Gabe?
I haven't been doing with my schedule. I haven't had a lot of time for games. Mostly, I've been messing around with Walking Dead and Wolf Among Us, because those have much more. Those have a game playing style where I can pretty much take my time as I please. And since I've gotten this new Galaxy S5 phone, I've been messing around with the more mobile games.
Yo, S5?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was out already. Like, cause I have the S4.
You're not missing anything.
I didn't think
Yeah,
so.
exactly. Because I had a BlackBerry for like 3 or 4 years, so like
Mhm.
getting this made sense. Whereas if you have an S4, like it's not much different.
There's no point, right?
Yeah, no point.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm thinking about going to a Note 3 if I do upgrade.
You talk.
But
If you're thinking about that, talk to Brandon.
hmm?
Talk to Brandon about that. He's got one.
Well, he's. I thought he'd be our requisite phone guy. I thought every group needs to have a phone guy.
It depends. I've toned it down. I'm not switching so much anymore. So they're kind of expensive.
Indeed.
But all right. So I'll jump in the pool here.
Games.
What have I been playing? Oh yeah, Dark Souls 2 on the PlayStation 3,
How about
that?
That's
And
all
I-
you've been playing.
and I beat that shit, and then I sold it,
Damn.
and then I bought it again on the PC,
Saw that coming.
and I'm in next game plus.
Wow, it sounds like you've been, not only have you been playing that, you've been cracking out on that. It
Yeah,
sounds like.
if you ever log into Steam, that's all you'll see me doing. You might see me every once in a while playing Child of Light, but yeah, no, I go back to Dark Souls. I love it. Either I'm playing it and I'm just online fucking up invaders, or I'm helping people as a sun bro. I love that game. Other than that, I've had a couple bouts with Dota 2, but yeah, Dark Souls 2. Especially since I made that PC and put it in my family room. That's all I go now.
That's all I've been seeing him playing.
I go in there and I look at the Xbox. I look at the Xbox One, the PS4. I'm like, no, I don't want to play you. Hey, listen to Ridge Racer.
That would be my phone, my ringtone.
That was
Nice.
Nice.
No, Ridge Racer.
Ridge
Racer!
Ridge Racer.
For a second there, I thought it was like you had the Sonic, what is it, the Sonic Racers or the Sonic car,
No.
Supersonic Racing as your
Yeah.
ringtone, at least the melody of it.
Speaking of Ridge Racer, may the gaming god rest that series soul. Because the last Ridge Racer is crap.
What's the last Ridge Racer?
Crap.
What's the last Ridge Racer? Remind me.
No, I'm not even going to speak.
I don't even know. But speaking of Ridge Racer, it's funny how stuff happens. I saw that Shinji Hosoe. I have no idea how one of my friends actually has him as a friend on Facebook, but he does. Randall. But apparently he has like a SoundCloud where they're doing like this 20th anniversary Ridge Racer album.
Wait, what?
Yeah, and I saw that, and he uploaded like a demo of it, and it sounds so amazing. Like I can't wait. I'm gonna probably try to download that.
That's the only reason I want them to make Ridge Racer games, is so we could get the sound.
Yeah, let's get the godlike
That's
soundtrack.
the only reason. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm looking at it now. Ridge Racer 20th anniversary remix album. Why haven't I heard about this? What?
Yeah, that's what's up. And I have pretty much every Ridge Racer soundtrack in high quality.
You said almost?
No, pretty much. Actually, everyone in high quality.
Every Ridge Racer soundtrack.
Yeah, in high quality.
Nice.
Because I found pretty much most of them in at one point or another in FLAC, and and so.
Yeah, you're a big audiophile for that type of stuff.
So I put and then I transferred them to converted them to MP3, 320 MP3 and stuff. Because I don't really need FLAC like that, right now.
Yes,
yeah.
you do.
No, I don't.
And going back to the question, the last Ridge Racer was Ridge Racer Dritopia. It's a free to play Ridge Racer.
that-
That game is ass.
Yo, free to play Ridge Racer. What's that about?
It's about nothing. That's how bad it is.
Clearly.
Wasn't it made by the dudes that did?
Unbound. Yeah, it is the same exact game, the same exact tracks,
I
the
didn't like
same
Unbounded.
exact cars.
Oh.
It is the same damn game.
I didn't like
Oh.
Unbounded. I
You
didn't
just
like
play
Unbounded.
online with people. Oh,
Oh.
Ridge Racer, and it forces you to do microtransactions. Like you want to select
Yes.
a car, want to get new tracks, want to get exclusive Abu Dhabi tires with spinning rims. In
Didn't
purple.
they learn
Serious.
their lesson? But didn't they learn their lesson with the Vita?
that series is so dead. I mean, I'm sorry. I know I'm being nostalgic here, but every time a PlayStation system came out, it was like, all right, new Ridge Racer, new Ridge Racer.
Yeah,
And
no.
then after PlayStation 3, that shit went down. It was like,
It was like, you
No,
know
no,
what?
no, no,
Nobody's
no, no,
hyped
no.
for Ridge Racer
No, no,
anymore.
no. After PlayStation 2, it was over. Like, because Ridge Racer 5 was and Racing Evolution was meh.
Well, yo, Nev,
Ridge
he's
Racer
not
never-
saying.
Racing Evolution was PlayStation 2.
That's what I just said.
You said Ridge Racer 5 after that.
I said
okay.
Ridge Racer 5, and then I said R Racing Evolution. That's what I said.
Don't mention that game ever again.
But the last great Ridge Racer or good Ridge Racer was
Well,
that was
all right.
PS1.
6 was good. 6 was alright.
6 was not good. 6 was horrible.
It was just boring.
What are you talking about?
It was better than
Okay,
nothing.
okay, guys, okay,
6 was
okay.
horrible.
No, just
All
totally.
right.
And Unbounded is terrible.
No,
Yo, enough with the Ridge Racer wars.
like,
We're just, but it's just saying that after friggin' the dude Kaz Hirai came out, putting up the PSP,
Right.
and he was like, Ridge Racer, and nobody cared. And then, like, after that, a PS3 Ridge Racer came out, and nobody cared. So now PS4 and Xbox One are coming out, and they're not even bothering doing Ridge
No,
Racers
good.
anymore.
Because the
nobody
Ridge Racer-
cares.
The Ridge
That's
Racer that
good.
came out on PlayStation 3, it was like, hey, look, Xbox 360 has it. Where's the one for the PS? Oh, here it is. It's Ridge Racer 7.
Yeah, and
Wait,
that's
it's the same damn game as 6. No, you this here. Oh my god.
Yo, man, not every game can do the do the Madden formula and work.
And the crazy thing is that
Only
these
sports games can do
soundtracks are
that.
phenomenal. Like 7 had a phenomenal soundtrack.
Yes, it did. Seven.
Phenomenal. 6 had a phenomenal soundtrack. Like,
True that.
Name the number one track off the 6 Ridge Racer 6. If you don't say it, I'm gonna come over and beat you down. I swear to God. I will.
Yo, this is
I'm
sick.
gonna tell you the soundtrack from Ridge Racer 7 that's better than Ridge Racer 7. King Street Sounds.
No.
No,
That's
that
not
was
an
not
official.
the question.
That was not an official soundtrack
No,
either.
I know it was no. That's an official soundtrack, but it's not.
What's the best
it's
track out of Ridge Racer 6?
Answer the question.
I can't.
Nitro knows the answer to this
I
one
don't know
too.
the answer to that.
Oh my god.
Yo, I get them mixed up because I don't even play the games anymore. I just listen to the soundtracks.
Right. And then when I listen to the soundtracks, I don't have my eyes on the name of the tracks and stuff.
Okay, well maybe I'm a little biased to the track.
All right, hold up. Let me just remember which one was on 6. Okay, I know. I know the answer. No, Neff, you got it.
Yeah, which one was it?
Oh, okay, I got it. You need me to look at it?
No.
No,
which one?
it's just which one was it?
I don't know.
All right,
I don't know.
okay.
Galactic Life, man.
Yeah,
Galactic
yes,
Life.
yes.
That show is too good.
That is it.
I mean,
If I had to listen to any track over and over again, and I have
be
listened
Galactic
over, it's
Life.
Galactic Life.
yeah. Well, I also listen to Floodlight over and over again, but that's me.
And Run Pac-Man Run. Listen to that one.
I like Floodlight over that one,
Galactic
but that's
Life,
me.
man. I never played any of those racing games.
Oh, you never need
Yeah.
to play a Ridge Racer game.
Is it like jazz?
Just
No,
listen
no,
to-
come on.
No, it was a throwback to Galaxy.
It's a throwback to Galaxy. Yeah.
Yeah, don't ever play a Ridge Racer game, Gabe. You don't need to.
Don't ever play a Ridge Racer game. That's so mean.
No, that's not cool.
I listen. Hove did that, so hopefully you won't have to go through.
Oh.
All right, New York boy.
All right. Let's get back to our topic. So,
Yeah.
we already talked about games we played. What are you looking forward to?
Oh, you know what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to, first of all.
No, no, you go last.
Yo, you go last?
Gabe, you go first, friend.
And I'm not hoping for much. I'm just trying to learn to program so I can make my own games. Real talk right now.
Okay.
Ooh,
that works.
I respect that. It's not my turn, is it?
I'm
Yes.
running my way around.
It's my turn?
Android,
Yes.
Android for-
You already know. Like,
No,
that's such a
no,
waste of time.
Okay, other than Ultra Street Fighter, what else might you be looking forward to playing?
See, you should have said more than that because, like, again, like, come on, you guys know me. Anyway, so what else is there other than Ultra Street Fighter 4? There's Guilty Gear Xrd. There's Under Night In-Birth because that's finally getting a PS3 release, and I will be having that.
Wait, it's coming to the States or is gonna just be in?
It's a PS3 release, and I'm gonna import that thing.
Oh, it's just gonna be in Japan. Okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's going to be out over here or not, but I don't think it is.
I really want Unbirth. I really want.
Yeah, Under Night Invert. Like, I need that game, so I'm getting that. Come on, man. Do you guys know how many fighters are coming out? That Sega fighter that's coming out. I forgot the name of. Oh, Dengeki Bunko.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that to come
How
out.
does it play? How does it play?
It's an anime fighter.
I'm not really looking forward to that. You know.
Arcana Heart 3 Love Max.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
Yeah, I know you
So,
are. Nev.
so your entire list is basically fighters.
No, it's not.
but you know, it wouldn't be Nitro.
But exactly, but
you mentioned a bunch of fighters.
of course, I had to mention a bunch of
I would
fighters.
think something wrong with them.
All right, here, new rule. When we talk about this, we'll keep it to 4 games. How's that?
Damn,
There's too many games.
well, see, it'd be all fighters because there's like Persona 4 Arena and like the next version of that is coming out.
Yeah,
When is that coming out again?
I think in the fall.
It's out there. Let's say spring, summer. Let's do that. What games are we looking for up to?
What the hell's coming out?
Well, I'm asking you.
That's a good ass question.
Matt's upcoming. I know exactly
You
what.
know, like in like spring, summer.
Yeah.
What's dropping this spring, summer? Well, other than Watch Dogs, which of course I will have that day one.
You know, I really have lost interest for that game now.
Really?
Yeah.
Is what they took too long?
Yeah, I'll have to wait and see.
I mean, me too, but I'm still hyped for it.
I'm hyped for it too. I can't wait to play it.
But yeah, other than Watch Dogs and that, I don't know,
You know what?
man.
You know what? I hope someone makes a counter game to Watch Dogs, which is pretty much a game from the other side where you work at the NSA.
That would actually be pretty funny, like when you're trying to catch the guy.
Yeah, exactly. It's like NSA the game.
And then you turn it out and find out it's actually not a game. You're actually following somebody.
Oh.
So I guess they would call it Catch Cats.
That's right. Good point.
Oh, you're killing me now.
Wait, are you doing the Popeye Ryu face?
All right.
I'm cringing and groaning because wow, really? Catch cats?
do like the-
Oh no!
You're gonna do the Dragon Punch? You're gonna do the Dragon Punch face?
Yo, man, I'm gonna teleport to freaking New York and sure you can you for that one.
When we was at Skyline Diner?
I'm a Seth teleport over and then give you a triple sure you can. That Skyline Diner, you bring that up? Wow.
No, that was the night, man. We got to do that again.
Yo. Anyway.
Let's see. Wolfenstein, The New Order,
Yeah.
Transistor.
Transistor. I haven't heard about that one.
Oh my God, yes. Check out our overview from PAX East.
Mm-hmm.
Mario Kart 8. I'm actually looking forward to that.
Ew! Ew!
Yes.
Ew!
Really,
Sorry.
Max?
Sorry, my
No!
kids like that. My kids love Mario Kart.
I
Sorry.
don't care about your kids.
I don't care about your kids.
Let's see what
About
else.
your kids.
This is Mario Kart.
I do.
You know
Well,
what?
yeah, you care about your kids, but still Mario Kart. Ew! Come
Yeah,
on.
and see what else. I was thinking about Watch Dogs, but I really don't care for it too much right now because, like you said, it's been taking too long to come the fuck out.
You know, you're an old fogey, Hacks. You know that.
Maybe I'm just selective with my cash flow. And that's about it. That's it. Destiny's not coming out till a little bit later after summer.
You're waiting for
Yeah.
Destiny, really?
I was gonna
Hell
say
yeah.
I would have said Destiny, but you said spring summer, so I'm like,
I'm not waiting for Destiny.
I mean, I'm not waiting for it, but I'll probably check it out.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna
I'll
play
check
it.
I'll obviously check it out, but we'll obviously check it out, but I'm not waiting for that. Like, Bungie, whatever. Bungie's done, man. Whatever.
Damn.
Okay, is it my turn now?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. First of all, Project Cars cannot wait for that.
That's not coming out spring summer.
Oh.
You said this year, right?
No, I said spring summer.
It says spring summer.
I'm gonna bypass spring summer. I'm going.
You would have known about that game if I hadn't started talking so much shit to you about that game.
Dude, I've been knew about that game.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I knew.
Wait.
Yeah,
What system you getting it on?
I'm getting on PC.
Shut up. Next. What else?
Yeah, you know what? I'm getting the real version on PC.
Oh my god, you've done a complete. Did I already say it?
Why would I get it on the systems when I got?
Done a complete what?
Oh my god, I'm not going to say it because it's a stupid Xbox reference.
Say it. Say it.
No.
Say it.
What, a complete Xbox 360?
Hey, let's do that.
One?
Let's do that joke. Let's do that stupid joke that everybody says on the internet that makes me furious. You did a complete 360.
You did a complete 360.
That means you just turned the fuck back around, you idiot.
But I didn't really turn around. I was, because I'm still all about my 360 and PS3, but
I did a 270. I'm facing the right now.
Nah, but I love my PC. Like, the PC is the Bizon.
All right, what else? All right,
Okay,
I won't lie. Project Cars, but it's. I mean, if you really want to start playing with that, seriously, you need to go on Steam and do the early access and just.
No, I don't want to do it early. I want to play the full game. I don't want to have to do.
Dude, the alpha builds are fantastic.
I know they are, but I don't care. I want the full fucking game. I want the real game, and I want it, so I can, do things.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
what else?
The next game, Tom Clancy's The Division. I'm fucking waiting.
Oh wait, what system again?
PC.
You got to thank me and my other Master Race brothers for that game.
Yeah.
Because we started crying. See, we need that game, Ubisoft, please. Can we
The
have that
Division
game on PC? Okay, you can have it.
I need The Division on PC right
Dicks.
now, man. I need that game.
We shouldn't have to did that. That was just retarded. It's just for Xbox One and PS4. What?
Wait, which game?
Division.
Oh.
They're gonna put it on. They're putting it on PC.
It is PC now, but we had to, we had to
Yeah,
shoot
that's
that.
for it.
It was like, why are you doing this?
Right, I had to fuss and fight for them and shit.
It's like, this is the perfect game for a PC. Why would you do that? Well, I don't know, but guys, the PC is the lead built anyway because they're fucking both x86 architecture.
Right.
What the hell are you doing? Oh, no.
Right. But that game's gonna be phenomenal. Like that's the number one game I'm waiting for. The number one game.
I won't say that. I mean, I'm really waiting for that because that's going to be a lot of fun, especially with teamwork.
Wait, but listen. In terms of this year, I can't think of any game that I'm looking forward to more than that game.
More than Wolfenstein?
Wolfenstein is coming out in a month or what?
Less than 17 days.
Okay, so then it's gonna be out. So we're not really waiting for that. It's gonna be here.
But it's not here right now, Steve. Technically, you are waiting for it.
It's gonna be here in a matter of days.
But it's not here now.
So it's out of the loop of waiting games.
How? Wait, what? It must be your Neph logic. I'm sorry.
It is.
Because if it's not in my hands, I have to wait for it.
My Neph logic exposes universal truth.
Oh my god.
Yes.
This is why this guy can't become a cult leader, guys.
Who says I'm not a cult leader already?
Who'd be dumb enough to follow you?
I have my own cult.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Nitro is a friend of my cult.
I'm a friend of your cult?
Yes, you're a friend of mine.
I thought I was a friend of you, not your cult.
No, you're a friend of me, but you're a friend of... You're not a friend of me.
I think we're getting lost here. Anyway, so somebody went and saw Spider-Man.
Yay! Or so I would like to say. All right. Well, I gotta preface this and just talk about movies in general before I just get into Spider-Man. I gotta say, I've gone to the movies for the last 2 weeks, and I'm now on the dangerous and pretty a trend that really sucks in that I'm going to see movies where I already know what the hell is going to happen. Before I saw Spider-Man, I went and saw this movie called Brick Mansions, and yeah. with Paul Walker and David Bell and the RZA, which that's
like
it.
I said, when you saw the RZA, it should have said something to you.
Yo, Brick Mansions, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, man, man. Look, I saw the previews and I was like, oh, this looks cool and blah, and whatever, and I'm like, sure, let me go see it. So me and a friend go see it, and yeah, that was the worst movie night that we've had in recent memory because, yeah, we're fans of this French flick called District B13 or Barrio 13 or whatever you want to call it.
Banlieue 13.
Yeah. So that movie, we see that, and it was awesome, and had like one of the most awesome end credit themes in existence. And yeah, movie was great, and the main star dude was like this the French action star, and yeah, so good times. So we go to see Brick Mansions, and from the very opening scene, we're just like, this shit looks familiar. And then it goes into like a scene with David Bell like emptying packets of cocaine or heroin or whatever into the bathtub, and then trying to like flush it down the bathtub, and then pouring like cleaning fluids and solvent over it, and then making his way out of his building, by kicking the dudes that come from him, and doing all his parkour crap. And we're like, holy shit, this is B13. And so we go through pretty much the whole movie, and that shit is literally the same freaking movie, just slightly Hollywooded up, and all the acting sounds really worse. And I can't tell whether it's the fact that it's because it's a movie being redone, or because it's in English and I actually like understand it better because it's my native language. But Paul Walker like looked like he didn't know what the hell he was doing there, especially since all the action scenes with him had to be drastically toned down because he's not a parkour martial arts type of dude. So why they picked him to headline this movie is fucking beyond me. But anyway, some of the fight scenes were cool. Most of the stuff with David Bell was great. But yeah, you pretty much know everything that's going to happen, except for the RZA turning into a good guy after being like the main villain through most of the flick. And I guess he just got his hands on the script and was like, you know what? No, Wu-Tang doesn't go out like this.
Yo,
So
Nitro, you don't like my movie, yo? I'm gonna come over here and give you fingers to your head, yo.
But the reason I like the RZA in the movie, and RZA was probably like the best part of the movie, because one, he was entertaining, especially when he like was self-referential, talking about some cash rules everything around me. I was like, haha, I see what you did there. And it was like one of the few gags in the movie that wasn't in the French version. And then because even though like him turning from being like the freaking drug lord of the abandoned district to trying to run for mayor was completely freaking nonsensical, and it was like, how the hell did that happen? The way it was pulled off was just entertaining because it was something that I hadn't seen before, that wasn't in B13. So even though it didn't make sense, it was probably the best part of the freaking movie, which is kind of sad. And then the week after that, we go see Spider-Man. The Spider-Man like early showing. We went Thursday night to see it, and again, great movie. But it has Harry Osborn as the Green Goblin. I'm sorry, like spoilers if you want to go see this movie and you haven't already. But if you read the comics, then what the fuck? You already spoiled yourself.
Oh no, Harry's who again?
Exactly. I mean, I like how they did the Green Goblin. It was a little bit rushed and a little bit forced, but it was okay. Electro was actually really good. I really, really liked Electro, and like all the like effects and everything they did for him. And Jamie Foxx is, he plays a freaking awkward idiot really well. I don't know if there's particularly anything to that, but it is what it is. Jamie Foxx is cool, and he becomes Electro, and he's really the main star of the movie. I think he stole the show even more so than Spider-Man, because the whole Spider-Man story was this conflict and kind of like a romantic drama type of thing between him and Gwen Stacy, and then there was the whole friendship angst type of thing, drama between him and Harry Osborn. And you already fucking know how both of those things are going to turn out. So like the only thing that is actually fresh and new is Electro and all of the special effects that they can give him, and him pretty much getting a hold of all of his powers. And he pretty much gets all of his powers. And yeah, I will say, and it did bring to light one thing that I think Spider-Man is complete bullshit. Because that dude should not be able to beat Electro.
What, Spidey?
Yeah. Oh, come on. Like, the powers that he gets, where he pretty much drains the entire city of freaking New York, like the entirety of New York City, he drains all of their energy, and then he can make himself incorporeal and go through like the power lines, or pretty much zap from one place to another, and then shoot lightning bolts whenever. It's like, how the hell is Spider-Man supposed to beat this dude? He could just point at you and shoot a lightning bolt at you and like burn through your chest with lightning.
And
You shouldn't be able to beat him.
How the hell did he beat him?
Oh, they came up with some bullshit. Like, they pretty much came up with some bullshit with his webbing, and they overloaded Electro.
Really?
Like he was a battery, and I'm like,
overload living electricity.
and I'm like, how do you do that, considering he's supposed to be pretty much like electricity incarnate?
Right. Like, how do you do that?
Yeah, like that was, yeah.
I am not gonna go see this movie because I didn't like the first one.
You didn't like the first Amazing Spider-Man?
The first one was whack.
I thought it was too much kissing, and
Nah,
I didn't like.
If that was the only problem with the movie,
that wasn't just the only thing, but I mean, it was.
That was the least.
You could
of its
watch
problems,
it.
Tax.
You could
that
watch
was the
it.
least of its problems, Tax. Like the first one, that was the least of its problems.
I don't think it was a bad movie.
It was.
It
The
just
only thing I liked
wasn't.
about the movie was Stan Lee's cameo when they were in the classroom.
Really, you were giving that movie no credit.
Wow, none.
No credit. First of all, we already had. First of all, it doesn't surpass the first Spider-Man movie that came out in 2002. It doesn't surpass that in no way, shape, or form. Like maybe just the special effects are better, but that's But no, it's not a good film.
Look, I will say this: Electro is awesome.
Okay.
It's better than Spider-Man 3, even though it had pretty much the same amount of villains, and it was also kind of unfocused with the whole dealing with Green Goblin and Electro, and the Rhino's not even really worth mentioning because that was just pretty much the epilogue.
But why are they doing this whole multiple villains thing now?
Well, it looks like Spider-Man 2, the other reason that I kind of liked it was it looked like it was just being a complete setup for the Sinister Six.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, the way they're setting up, that could really be an amazing movie. Because, the pieces that they're setting up in Amazing Spider-Man 2 mean that they could just go into Amazing Spider-Man 3 and, like, maybe a half hour into the movie, you got a Sinister Six, which would be ridiculous.
Or not even that. They can also just do spin-offs now that they're starting it up.
Yeah, true. But I like what they did, and functionally, it was a movie that that worked. But like I said, you already know what's going to happen. You already know Gwen Stacy. Once Green Goblin, Spider-Man fighting Green Goblin, and Gwen Stacy's in the vicinity, you know what's going to happen.
Well,
Although it wasn't on the bridge this time.
now we have the setup for Mary Jane.
Yeah, now you have the setup for Mary Jane, and Peter and Harry, being friends, and they're meeting again or whatever. But Harry has to deal with this whole, deal with the Green Goblin, which I liked how they pulled it off. But it's like you already know how that's going to turn out. So yeah, and then it was this thing with Peter's parents, how they're dealing with that in this continuity. And while that was okay, it wasn't particularly interesting or something you would go see the movie for. So really, Electro was the movie, but Electro was freaking amazing. So I wasn't mad. Here's the Godzilla being better though. Hopefully, we'll find out in 2 weeks.
That movie, I am like waiting with bated breath.
Yo, it can't come out fast enough. Like these last couple movies have pretty much.
Every trailer I've seen, I have to watch it like 5 times before.
What is it like? It kind of reminds me of what I felt. Cause like, what is it? I tried to watch. I wanted to watch The Raid, like about last week, and when I got to the theater, they didn't have it there. So
Yeah, I wanted to see that too.
What, the
me and
Raid 2?
Carlos ended up
Yeah, the
seeing,
Raid 2.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah. I
So
wanna
me
see
and Carlos we ended up seeing Transcendence.
How was that?
Transcendence is one of those movies that takes very smart ideas, but it's a very smart idea taken by a very dumb person.
Barely
So
poorly executed.
yeah. There's a lot of things that happen that like where everyone in the cast is supposed to be really really smart, and they all make bad decisions.
They're all really, really dumb.
Yeah, they all make bad decisions, and they're not like implausible bad decisions. They're like because for most movies, they usually will have something like there's some kind of time element. We've got to go do this before this, so you can give an excuse for why they're making bad decisions. In this movie, there's like a long stretches of time that don't make sense why they're making all these bad decisions for.
Wow.
I don't know, man.
I heard it was a bad film.
I heard it was
wasn't-
bad.
It wasn't bad. It was like it starts off at this not TED talk where you pretty much they say, hey, this main guy is pretty much scientific Steve Jobs, but with way less money, with his awesome wife, and Morgan Freeman is his best friend who's a scientist, and they have all these Luddite terrorists, and they're killing people because AI is bad for some reason.
Because they saw Terminator.
We must stop Skynet before it begins.
Right.
So yeah, they go from there. He gets shot. Oh, I'm okay. Oh wait, I'm sorry. They shot you with a plutonium bullet. Oh, you got cancer. Tough nuts. So from there, they go to the part where they start putting his brain into the machine, and from there, things kind of start getting a little dumb. Because after they find out he's self-aware, pretty much like him and his wife, he makes his wife like billions of dollars overnight in the stock market, so that he can make like a bigger facility to house himself to get more power. And like no one notices that some guy made billions of dollars in the stock market literally overnight. And from there, things get worse. Yeah.
Wait, what? Wait. So you put him you put his mind into the computer.
Yes.
And wait, he's sentient. He wait. What did you think was gonna happen?
He's sentient.
No, the thing is that like the movie tries to pull the wool over your eyes a little bit, where when the movie starts, no technology works. So like there's this guy who in the beginning of the movie who pretty much takes his bottom piece of a laptop to prop up against a door because no technology works for some reason. Because the movie opens with like a soft opening, so there isn't like pretty much Transcendence, big logo. Then you see the guy in a lab or some shit like that. No, it's just Transcendence, and like it's like martial law kind of thing with troops all around everywhere, and like you guys try to figure out, okay, how do we come to this? So when the movie goes along, pretty much like stuff happens where like he makes a company with the wife as the head, and they make quantum processors and all that stuff. So he like in their facility that they have like iPod white walls, floors, and ceilings, and that kind of holodeck kind of aesthetic where he's on all of the walls and shit. And the first time things start getting bad is that when they buy out this town to house himself, he like one of the guys that they bought out to help fix up their stuff, he gets beat down by some goons. So like instead of taking him to the regular hospital, which I guess they don't have in this town, he just says, oh, just bring him inside. We got nano machines. And they repair him with the nano machines. Thing is, with the nano machines, he can kind of control the guy. And there's no wait. You're taking over this guy's mind. What about these ethics? Nah. I'm just cool with that. It'll be fine.
You know what?
Super strength.
Nah.
Yo, Gabe. You know what that sounds like? It sounds like if McGee directed Skynet's origin and made Skynet the main character.
But the thing though is that with this movie, it doesn't really do that. It tries to say like, what is it? He tries to get bigger and bigger and make like huge swaths of nanomachines that are in the water and in the air and in every other machine that's in the world. By the end of the movie, pretty much they try to destroy him, but they didn't. They pretty much succeed in destroying it, but for some reason it makes all technology everywhere in the world not work.
That's retarded. That doesn't make
Yeah.
any
Yeah, it
sense.
doesn't make any sense.
However, what is it? One of the things is that like that takes away from that theme is that actually, yeah, he was fixing the planet. He was cleaning the air and the water, unfucking our mistakes. So like, who's the real bad guy now? Huh? Huh?
It's like, why would you stop this?
So he wasn't killing any humans or anything, or destroying humans or nothing.
No, like he was curing the sick, and pretty much when he cured the sick, he made them into his army. Yeah, this is one of the bad points of the movie. Pretty much, yeah, at the place where his consciousness is housed underground, the entrance with all of the entrance that has a whole bunch of solar panels around it, it had no security. It was just people around there, and by the end of the movie, where pretty much the terrorists tried to blow up the place, he just took the people that were cured by him with the nanomachines and made them into super soldiers to fight his enemies.
So what was he doing with his army? What was like his? What was this? Johnny Depp computer. What was his purpose with this army? What was he? Was he going to destroy all humans?
No, it was just to defend himself. He was just healing the sick, straight up.
So this sounds like a
Swag.
stupid movie. Like I would totally join Johnny Depp's robot army.
Exactly. Like in this movie, yeah, sorry, humanity's bad guy. We're dicks.
I don't know, dude. When I first saw this, the first thing that popped into my head was Lawnmower Man.
You're not gonna lie, this is kind of the same movie.
See? Pass. Wait till it comes home. Maybe
Yeah,
Netflix.
You're much better. You're much better with that, honestly.
How long was this movie?
I think it's about. It's a solid 2.5 hours, I think.
Damn.
That's too long.
Way too long.
Can we talk about Godzilla again?
No,
Yeah.
I will have to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy
Because
instead.
Godzilla looks.
Yeah, we talked about that already, right?
Yeah, but we didn't talk about how awesome Godzilla.
But we know Godzilla's gonna be awesome.
No, we don't. We didn't talk about how awesome Godzilla looks. His design. Like,
No.
he looks awesome.
No. Let's talk about Guardians of the
He
Galaxy.
looks, he looks better than you, Hacks.
Yeah, well, I hope so. And you know what? It's lightning like a motherfucker outside all of a sudden. I wonder if Godzilla's in my area.
Yeah, he's coming to get you, Hacks.
But no, I want to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy because I'm not too happy. Not too happy with the casting. Sorry.
You don't like Benicio del Toro?
Oh god. I don't know what happened with the casting here. Who's in charge of this? I'm really disgusted about it. I really am.
You like your boy?
Oh Jesus Christ. And his ass. He won't shut the hell up. When he talks. No, seriously. What did you guys think about the casting of this movie?
I don't.
All I care about is Rocket Raccoon, so whatever.
That's all I care about.
Yeah,
Right?
not gonna
That's
lie,
all I care
same
about.
here.
Everybody else, I don't give a
I'm
fuck.
gonna agree with everyone else.
I don't give a fuck about anybody except Rocket Raccoon. That's it.
No.
Like I don't know the
As long as he's
characterization of
kicking a
Guardians of
lot
the
of
Galaxy
ass.
from jump, so like, they're a blank slate to me. Pretty much the fact that they're having a movie at all is just a miracle to me, anyway.
Well, they have to. They have to, if they want Thanos, then they have to
Thanos,
have.
yeah.
They have to have them in there. And that is one of my biggest things. Like, okay, again, Guardians of the Galaxy. You have Gamora, and Gamora is the daughter of Thanos, and you have Zoe playing Gamora, and I love her. She's a great actor, but it's like, wait, what?
Wait, Zoe,
Why?
Wait, Zoe Saldana?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, not gonna lie, but this is a universal problem though, pretty much because they often have, hot actresses rather than Gamora is usually portrayed to be a little bit more physical, but she's often drawn as a supermodel in the supermodelish way anyway. So like you kind of lose anyway with that.
But she's tall and muscular as that.
Listen, I don't find I know a lot of people may not agree with me, but I don't find Zoe Saldana attractive. I don't think
I don't think so either. But again, I think she's a good actor.
I mean, she's okay. She's an okay actress. She's okay.
I just
she's not like I wouldn't consider her like like somebody that I like if she has a movie, if she's in a movie, like I like she won't be the reason I go see the movie.
I mean, I just wish there were people that could have been casted as the character, But all things aside, I mean, at least it's better than Drax. Like, really? He wasn't good in the last flick he did, and you're putting him in this. What the hell are you thinking, Marvel?
I mean, I'm not like for Drax. What do you preferred? Like, would you prefer full CG Drax?
You know, that would have been better. I mean, you seen his costume or his outfit or his in character. It's like,
Drax is super 80s, dude. Super 80s.
oh my god.
I mean, classic Drax at least.
They could at least make it look better. The makeup could look a lot better
I'm
than
gonna
what
tell
it
you.
is.
I'm gonna say this, Hacks. As whatever you don't like about Guardians of the Galaxy, it won't be worse than Man of Steel.
I hope not. Put it
won't
that
be
way.
worse than Man of Steel, right? I don't think anything could be worse than that.
Dude, there's like no effort in his freaking outfit, his makeup. There is no. It's like,
But listen, hopefully the story will be great. That's all that we'll care about is the story.
I hope so.
Because, like, I mean, let's really look at it. Like, you know, when it comes to Marvel Studios, you know, with their Marvel films, it's really about the situation and stuff that captures you.
You know what bothers me about this is the fact that, okay, casting aside, I don't know about these actors at all doing this movie, and if this doesn't do well, it's perhaps the first speed bump in Marvel's movie legacy, so to speak.
Marvel's had speed bumps.
They've had speed bumps,
But they've
before.
done good. That's the thing. Even though they were bad, they still did well.
Okay.
This is a movie about a comic that probably isn't as well known as Iron Man,
It's
Captain
not even
America,
probably, it's nowhere near as well known.
and that's the
No one cared
problem.
about Iron Man originally before that movie came out. Straight up.
Oh, I didn't care about him. I cared about War Machine.
But like as a cultural figure, like Iron Man wasn't a cultural figure.
That's true. That's true.
He's an Avenger who's important in universe, and inside the universe.
Yeah, but nobody cared about Iron Man. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
No,
Before
like,
the films came out.
as a cultural force, he wasn't a cultural force at all.
Holy shit.
He gets shouted off in a rap or something like that, but like that's only because like a lot of rap heads are comic heads anyway.
Telling you guys right now, if I drop off, because it looks like a bad storm is moving to this area.
But I don't think that'll be. I think it'll be good. I think it could possibly be good. I think.
You know, maybe it's just me, but I hope so. Because like I said, I actually like the Guardian of the Galaxy. I've been reading their comics for a long time. Every time they rebooted or came back, took them off, came back, and you know, it's just like, I don't know.
Would you prefer classic Guardians of the Galaxy with the ones from space and all those guys?
The Guardian of the Galaxies with the Starjammers?
Yeah.
No. Because as obscure as Guardians of the Galaxies are, you think anybody would know who the hell the Starjammers are?
You know what? I'm thinking with the way Fox is holding on to those X-Men rights, they might as well use Starjammers. They can go cosmic too.
Yeah, but then you're missing the Phoenix Force. You need that too.
You don't need a damn thing. You just have them fight some kind of cosmic.
Well, I mean, you need a lot to just be like a completely faithful rendition of like the Thanos arc, but I don't think that's going to happen in any case. So, I mean, they're probably just going to get what they get, and they'll just work on it from there.
Damn. Yeah. Plus, you couldn't do the Starjammers anyway because there's too many mutants on there. You got Rachel.
Right.
You got Rachel Summers. You got Havoc on there. Yeah.
No, I thought you were talking about just straight up traditional Starjammers. Just Scott Summers' dad fighting people in space.
But then you got you go, and then you'll say, well, he's Scott Summers' dad. He's Cyclops' dad. Yeah. You'll never get that.
Okay, but check this out. Let's kind of go into. I want to go into a smart thing for Sony and 20th Century Fox to do.
Give up their licenses, their rights.
No. They don't even got to give up their licenses. What they need to do, they need to go to Marvel Studios and collaborate with Marvel Studios.
Marvel's not going to do that. I will tell you that right now. Marvel will say, we're on a roll. No. We would rather have our licenses back.
I wish they would do that, really.
No, we want them to get there, but that's not going to happen.
No.
So what I'm saying is that the next possible thing that could actually happen
is for them to cooperate.
Right, and that would be good for everybody. That would be good for everybody. It would be. I mean, Marvel wouldn't have their licenses, but they would be able to use the licenses together to make their movies, to make their movies even more poignant than they already are. You know, like imagine Fox and Sony being smart and saying, okay, hey, let's collaborate on this Marvel universe, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You know how Sony would freaking lose some of their debt just off of that. Just having Spider-Man with
Spider-Man and X-Men.
right, exactly
Like,
with the Avengers, having them teaming up with the
so have freaking
right,
Spider-Man and Wolverine
like
on the
Sony
Avengers.
would
Man, it's not happening.
Sony would like be in the black. Trust me, if they would do that, they would be in the black in no time soon. You know,
I'm sorry, man. You're not having.
That's not going to happen.
I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but it's very possible that it can happen.
No,
You
it's
hear
not.
that?
All it takes is somebody being smart.
Did you guys
I
hear
know-
that?
That's not gonna happen.
I know it's not gonna happen, but it's not like, but it's a lot more feasible than Sony and Fox
I
getting
think
back the
somebody's
rights.
confusing dreams with reality, guys.
Well, it's something that can possibly happen.
No, I don't
Nope.
think it's ever going to happen. I don't know if you've been following the comic scene in the studios recently, but
Okay, so let me
that's
ask
not
you
going
a
to
question.
happen.
Let me ask you a question. What do you think is more possible to happen? Them giving their rights back to Marvel Studios or the collaboration?
I think what's going to happen
Neither
is
is
the license are eventually going to expire.
No,
Eventually.
it will not expire as long as they keep making movies.
No, they're likely what they're gonna do is they're just gonna keep making movies until it stops becoming profitable. Only hand it back to Marvel until the entire superhero movie thing either dies out or becomes like something that's untenable for them to keep continuing.
No,
doing.
you know why I don't think that's gonna happen? Because it's possible that like for instance, whatever rights Sony and Fox has, it's possible that they can actually make good movies. Keep making good movies. I mean, well, start making good movies with the licenses because they haven't made good movies yet. But I think X-Men First Class is the only good movie Fox has made with the Marvel franchise. And then Sony can possibly make a new Spider-Man, good Spider-Man trilogy. They can possibly, it's possible for them to make good films and them not to be whack. So I don't think there's the rights are going to go back anytime soon unless there's some kind of legal action taken or something or some kind of payoff or something.
That's the only way it's going to happen because.
Right. But it's not. But that's not going to happen.
That's why we got the new Spider-Man movies because they were letting it sit there for so long. It was like, oh, we got to do something about it, or it's going to go away.
They didn't let it sit. They didn't let it sit that long because it's actually 5-6 years.
That's a long enough time,
No,
dude.
before original Spider-Man movies with Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3, pretty much, like they were at the brink of, oh man, we're gonna lose these rights.
Right, they were going to lose their rights. Right.
So they did something with it, and like that's how we
I
got
mean, and it's
original.
profitable. Like as bad as this new trilogy is going to be as films, they're very profitable. Like people are making moolah. It's making a whole bunch of bucks. So I mean, I think like I said, collaboration is the only thing that's possible right now.
Nah, all Marvel needs to do is start using loopholes. Like, all right, we can't use Spider-Man, but we have Ultimate Spider-Man. Hey, let's bring him into this universe.
Also, this is much better for them as a whole because honestly, without them being able to use a lot of their top tier talent,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
they're
Wait,
able
what do
to
you
bring
mean?
up more aspects of their universe.
I'm sorry, Gabe. Hold on for a second. What do you mean, Ultimate Spider-Man?
Ultimate Spider-Man is not part of the Spider-Man universe.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
So
They're using
okay.
the- they're using-
Okay.
they're using the,
Wait. That's bullshit. First of all, they cannot use any
Spider-Man Ultimate, anything Ultimate is part of the Ultimate universe.
dude.
Yes.
Spider-Man is dude. Let me tell you this. If
Dude,
that was
a
the case,
good
they already made a
lawyer-
Spider-Man movie. They would have already made a Spider-Man movie.
They don't care about Ultimate Spider-Man. Nobody cares about Ultimate Universe.
They could totally make the story. They could just put Ultimate on it.
What I'm saying is they can do that.
Still Peter Parker, dude.
They
So
can
what?
do that.
So what? So what? They can make a movie if they actually had the rights to do that.
Well, let me ask you this question, hypothetically, because I don't know if this works the same way with TV shows.
Okay.
Gabe would probably know better. Does this work with TV shows as well?
What?
With licensing, like the character license that Sony, like for example, Sony had Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Does it also apply to TV shows?
No. Marvel got the rights back for animated adventures a while ago.
Okay. But what about live action television?
That's kind of murky. I don't really know.
Okay. So in other words, I don't think they have any rights. Still have any rights to put Spider-Man on film hats. I don't.
Well,
think
that's what I'm
they
saying.
They already did it. They would have already did it if they had that.
Well, either that or didn't think about it or didn't care.
No.
They didn't
Marvel,
have to-
listen,
it doesn't matter.
Marvel Studios isn't that dumb. They're not that dumb.
I'm not saying they are, but at the same time, Ultimate Spider-Man is not the same as.
Dude, it's Spider-Man.
No,
No,
it's not.
no,
It's
no,
not.
it's
It's
Dude, no, I'm
not.
talking about for film rights. I'm talking
No,
about for film rights.
it's not.
Dude, if they were able to make, if they had the rights to make anything Spider-Man into a film, they would have did it already.
I don't know. I don't know.
They're not grasping at anything that they can get because
Dude, if you do not think that as successful as the Marvel cinematic universe is, they wouldn't put Spider-Man in there somewhere if they could? Come on.
yeah, they could if they could get the rights back.
Right, they don't have the rights to any Spider-Man. Like
you're not. So yeah, you're not going to be able. The only
put 'em in
real way
film,
for you
they
to
don't
fix
have
this.
it.
The only real way for you to fix this is for you to come back in time, go to 1990s Marvel, give them a few $1 million so that they don't have to sell their rights, and then so that when we come back to the present day, we had the Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
No, what I'm curious about is
we don't have time
no,
machines.
no. What I'm asking is, does that apply to the Ultimate Timeline? That's what I'm asking.
No,
Ultimate
dude,
Universe.
If it's Spider-Man, they have the rights to Spider-Man. So trust me.
Okay, but at the same time, it's not Spider-Man. It's Ultimate
It's
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Our Ultimate is still Spider-Man.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
We're
not.
talking about for film rights. We're talking about for film rights to use it.
Dude, it depends on how that contract is worded.
Dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
Okay,
because
but
if you're the Spider-Man derivative character-
Nitro. Check this out.
Because
As Nitro, Nitro,
Miles Morales is a Spider-Man derivative character.
But
Because
wait,
he's
Nitro.
Spider-Man derivative
Let me ask.
character.
Hold on, Gabe. Let me ask Nitro this. Nitro.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
If the Marvel Cinematic Universe is huge, am I not right?
Sure it is.
Okay, so Spider-Man is probably the biggest Marvel character there is, right?
No,
Yes, he's
one
the
of them.
biggest Marvel character
he's
there
one
is.
of them. He's not.
One of them.
the-
Well, all right, whatever. But besides, that's not the point. What are you getting
Okay,
at?
my point is that if Marvel Studios had the rights to put Spider-Man to film, whatever incarnation he is, if he's Peter Parker, to put
He's
Peter
not
Parker,
Peter Parker. You're not listening.
What Ultimate Spider-Man is it Peter Parker?
No, you ass. That's what we're trying to tell you. It's
What
not.
Ultimate Spider- so the original Ultimate Spider-Man comic, Peter Parker, that wasn't.
He's
Peter Parker?
dead.
Yeah,
he's
Miles
dead.
Morales.
You're not listening. You wouldn't let us talk.
Dude, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about. Oh, you know, when I said Ultimate Spider-Man,
okay.
he's
Hold
dead.
up,
I'm talking about.
guys, you gotta listen to me.
I'm talking about the
Guys,
character.
you have to understand is that Amazing Spider-Man, they're using Ultimate Peter Parker origin for the story of the movie. The whole thing with his parents being super scientists and all that, that's from Ultimate Spider-Man.
Right.
The thing is that, you know what this means? This
So
means
movie
the entire argument
Spider-Man is
in
an
the water.
amalgamation of all the Spider-Mans
No.
or not all the Spider-Mans, of Spider-Man in general. And the thing is that they can't get around using the character
Right. That's what
by
I'm saying.
splitting
That's all I'm
hairs,
saying.
saying they're using one from a
And that's
different universe.
all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. They cannot use Spider-Man in film.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, Marvel. That's all I was saying. That's all my point was. I was saying all the other stuff just to prove my point.
Guys, Mike, seriously. Like, come on, man.
Huh? Say it again.
Keep cousins for 30 seconds. For 15 seconds.
Okay, but that's all I was saying though. And all my other points that I was making was just to prove that one point. That's all. That's it. That's why I was going into the ultimate. It don't matter. It don't matter if it's ultimate.
It don't matter. They can't use unless they get the rights back.
Right.
They cannot use Spider-Man.
The name Spider-Man for film.
Just like they can't use the X-Men or the Marvel mutants.
Right, because if they could,
They're
would
getting
already
around.
put him in.
They're getting around with like Quicksilver and freaking Scarlet Witch just by
Yeah, it
not
doesn't make
really
any sense
just
either.
by not really referring to them as mutants
That's
or
because
that they're
pretty much for
Magneto's children.
That's because for Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, they were Avengers characters for 30 years before the Magneto thing came up.
Yeah.
That was like 30 whole years. So like that gives them leeway because when they debuted, they were just, we got powers, we're with the bad guys.
Yeah.
That's it.
It wasn't until later that they gave them like when they went into like their whole backstory and whatnot that it's like, oh, it's they're mutants and they're Magneto's children. So as long as they don't refer to them as mutants and Magneto's children, they can use them. But for Spider-Man, there's not really anything beyond.
I mean, they could give
There's
they
nothing
could
they
have a
can do.
guy with web powers, but they couldn't call him Spider-Man. He couldn't look
Yeah.
like
Why would you even
Spider-Man.
bother? Come on, man.
But yeah, for that, like you wouldn't even bother.
Right, exactly. That's all my point was. That's all it was. And Hax is like trying to say.
No, I said if. Like I said, you
But they're
still need
not.
to see. You still have to see how that contract is 100%
No,
worded.
but we know how.
Here
we
we
have
go.
an idea of how the contract is because if it wasn't like that, then the Marvel Studios would have been had Spider-Man in a film. Like
If they need it, right now they don't.
Yes,
Like
right now they
even if
don't
they
need
had,
him.
they don't need him.
dude, it's not about needing. It's about common sense. If you put Spider-Man somewhere in the Marvel Cinematic
Well,
Universe,
he wouldn't be.
that
He
would
wouldn't
go
have been in the
crazy.
first. He wouldn't have been in the first Avengers anyway, though.
He wouldn't have been in Avengers
No,
at all.
No, but he would have
Not
been.
yet. I mean, he's
No,
he-
but he would have been an early part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's Spider-Man, for God's sake. Like,
Probably.
it's not about you needing him. It's about people who
he
love
would have put him
Spider-Man.
in there. Yeah.
Right, people who love Spider-Man. Spider-Man's the fucking man as far as, like, just notoriety. He's the fucking man. Like, it wouldn't have made no sense to not have him in the Marvel Cinematic Universe if they could put him in there.
All right.
And
moving
fitting
on.
him in there. All right, I have no idea else what we're talking about.
I think that was about it. So, in closing, like, we got any final thoughts, or do we have any other topics that we should cover before we call it a night?
I got
nada.
I got nothing.
Nothing here as well.
My brain hurts.
All right. So, final thoughts, guys. I think this was pretty productive.
Final thought.
Racism is bad.
Racism is definitely bad.
that's
Galactic Life from Ridge Racer 6 is fantastic.
Yay, Ridge Racer.
Ridge Racer sucks as a franchise.
As a franchise, it is dead.
Oh. Well, my final thought is I didn't mention Street Fighter, so obligatory Street Fighter thought. So, yeah, I'm glad to see that they're still working out like the different balance changes and everything they're doing for Ultra, because the arcade version that came out, that shit is ridiculous, and I don't think it's going to be balanced or pretty much fair at all. Even though
you know
there's
what,
a lot of
guys?
things that they got to do for it.
I'm sorry. No, finish up. You know what we did? We could spare a couple minutes real quick and talk about something. I just thought about it, and we completely skipped over it, but we probably did it on purpose. The last Call of Duty. The last Call of Duty.
Oh my
yeah,
god, the
yeah,
next
yeah.
one. Yo,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
I'm hyped just because Kevin Spacey is the president.
Okay, I'm hyped for that too.
He might not be the president. He might just be a private military contractor kind of thing.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't care.
Well, okay, I'm hyped for that.
because
I'm
Kevin
hyped for that.
Spacey is like some, top level
He might be
politician
a
type.
senator who's exploiting the events that happen in the game with you.
From what I'm reading at, he's in charge of the PMC corporation that's causing all the chaos.
Oh, we do the Blackwater thing? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of the same spin they did back in Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah, well, even though it's been done, it hasn't been done with Kevin Spacey, and
It
that's
hasn't
cool.
been done with Call of Duty.
You know,
Call of Duty has had tons of storylines with PMCs already.
No, I'm talking
Yeah,
about in
that's true.
terms of like the whole.
yeah, the whole spin on this one is
Right,
what if
right.
a PMC says, all right, we're just gonna take over the entire world. We're gonna run this shit now.
But the
That
but the
already
whole
happened. That's called the Dutch East India Company. That happened.
But
That
the
happened
whole
in real life, guys.
Yeah, well, we're talking about it happening in video games, and as far as that's concerned, the only thing that has happened for that is Metal Gear Solid 4: Guns of the Patriots, which was unfortunately retarded in every other aspect. But we're not gonna get into that. What we're talking about is Call of Duty, and they're pretty much bringing in that Dutch East India thing. Exactly what you said, and the leader of it is Kevin Spacey,
but
which
with a
is
future,
cool.
wait, with a future, with a
Futuristic spin.
Futuristic spin, yes.
I like futuristic spins.
and check this out.
I
Like,
do too.
yeah, I'm Hacks. I'm the same way. Anything about futuristic, militaristic themes, I'm fucking down for it.
Except for Call of Duty Ghosts. Oh god,
Nah, that was.
That was pretty whack.
I skipped off. I used to love Call of Duty. You know that, but yeah, I haven't
Call of
really
Duty
played.
hasn't been great since like say
Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare.
I would even say just the first one, not
well,
two.
the first one was phenomenal, but
Modern Warfare, I'm not gonna lie, it changed the game.
Yeah, two was
But
like eh.
no, two was still a good game.
Two were
It was
fine.
still a good game. It wasn't a great. It wasn't like a fun breakthrough game, but it was still a good game. Part 2.
Ghost
But,
was just ass.
I think after 2 is when it started, becoming like meh.
Well, I enjoy Black Ops just for the multiplayer. As a story, it was bad.
Black Ops fan. I mean, I have Black Ops, but I'm not a real fan.
It was like a detective story-ish kind of thing. It's like that's when it started going straight up sci-fi-ish.
Yeah, I mean, story wise, the last great one was Modern Warfare. In gameplays wise,
Yeah, the last,
maybe
the
Modern
last-
Warfare 2.
Yeah. But like this whole thing looks like, look at the type of gameplay they're implying.
Yeah, I know, right?
It looks like you can, yeah, exactly. Like you can look like you can jump super high. It looks like you got gadgets that you can use.
It reminds me of Elysium.
Yeah, with
Elysium.
The way
The exosuits.
Exosuits, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it looks like you can do a lot of stuff. Like it looks like it's really revital, like kind of given, because Sledge is a new developer.
Well, no, it is, but it isn't.
Well, they co-developed Modern Warfare 3, but
Right.
yeah, but they didn't. But we can't say that they were in a position where they were calling shots.
Yeah, right,
Just,
exactly.
Right,
But
they were just working. They were just working on it.
Yeah, my only thing with that is like, yeah, it's not a brand new studio. They've been there, just
Right, but I'm saying
not
in
the
terms
forerunner.
of them, in terms of them heading.
Yeah,
a Call of
exactly.
Duty
Different
game,
story.
This is brand new. So we can say that they weren't calling shots with Modern Warfare 3.
I hope this game turns out good. I
I
really
hope
do.
it does too, because it looks like this is what Call of Duty needs. It looks like this. If it turns out to be what we want it to be, then Call of Duty has a new lease on life.
And no dogs.
Right. Well,
What
it's gonna have
what about dogs and exosuits?
Well, it's gonna have dogs, and I'd like to kill a dog in an exosuit. That'd be awesome.
That'd
No,
be
you're
cool.
allowed to kill the dogs.
Dogs
No, an
and
exosuit, that'd
That's
be
what we
awesome.
need, man.
It's not like a regular dog, a cute dog. It's a evil looking robot dog that you got.
What about what about the name of the title? Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Like
that?
I don't like it.
That sounds like generic.
it reminds me of damn, I'm drawing a blank. Let me
That
walk
reminds
over.
me of Modern Warfare.
Let me-
Instead of Modern Warfare, because it's in the future, it's advanced.
No, it reminds me.
Future is
Let me
advanced.
walk over to my boxes of computer games that I still have here.
Whack.
Let me
We're just talking
see
about it
here.
being like Advance Wars.
I mean, I could have came up with a better subtitle for the.
Ghost. Oh, here we go. Ghost Recon Advanced Gunfighter. Warfighter.
Advanced Warfighter? Yeah.
That's exactly what it reminds me. I was
Graw.
like, what?
Graw, I remember that. Yeah, I remember Graw.
That game was so bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
I don't know, man. I like the first one. It was alright.
I don't like the Ghost. No, I don't like Ghost Recon game because it's not intuitive.
Wait, how is it not intuitive?
Because I remember playing it on the 360. Is it because I played it on the 360 or did?
That's exactly why.
Oh, okay. Well, that's.
Yeah, like it was alright. I thought, but it wasn't anything to write home about, and I don't know. It was really whatever. But yeah, actually, it's funny because I was thinking of the same thing when I heard it, but I just wasn't thinking about the name at the time. But yeah, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. I do remember that.
Yep.
Freaking Graw. And then they had Graw 2, and nobody cared.
Nope. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll say it again. Hopefully, this is the breakaway title for Call of Duty because maybe the console players don't give a shit because they buy that and eat the Call of Duty up. But
They eat that shit up anyway.
as far as the PC guy is concerned, you can look at Steam. We just don't buy this anymore.
Well, there's no reason to, man. It's like
I mean, there's so many other.
it's getting to be as bad as Madden, and that's getting to be as bad as Madden, and so is Assassin's Creed. And at this point, I'm pretty much about to be like, fuck all of those titles that come out with just the same thing year after year.
Yeah.
At least with fighting games, when they do their like minuscule updates, it actually changes the game entirely because the whole thing is about competition. But for these shooters and whatnot, like there's only a couple of ways that I can shoot you in the face and then still shoot you in the face. And the changes that you're making don't really do hardly anything to actually change the gameplay experience.
Yo,
get outta here.
speaking about shooters, did you? I know this is late. I don't know why this keeps happening.
Man,
Mark Rain from Epic teased something earlier this week, and we'll find out more about it next week.
Sweet.
He's talking about. Go ahead.
I have no idea. Well, I mean, yeah, that's all I was gonna say. I have no idea, but
Possibly the return of Unreal Tournament.
Wow.
the return of what?
Unreal Tournament.
Yeah. Wow.
That would be cool, but as a final thought, because I gotta get up out of here, man. The Mayweather fight's about to come on, and yeah, I'm gonna go watch that.
All right, you go watch that. Watch them beat the hell out of each other. So final thought. That was your final thought. You're out.
Well, my final thought was the Street Fighter thing, but then we got into some whole other shit. So, and
I don't know. Wow. Well, you know what? Fuck Mayweather.
yo,
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not hating on him, but dude, $32 million for the fight? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yo, man, Money Mayweather.
Why shouldn't he get 32 million for that?
I'm just saying, why should anybody get $32 million just for a fight?
Why shouldn't he get that?
Wow.
Why shouldn't the best boxer currently get $32 million for a fight?
That's crazy.
I mean, it does seem a little overblown for me, but whatever. I'm just gonna have fun.
So in other words, so $100 million for guys in like NBA.
No, I think all athletes are overpaid. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, all athletes are overpaid.
I don't think they're overpaid. I don't think they're overpaid in the least.
I look,
dude,
man.
when you got no, I'm sorry.
Hold on. I don't think no professional athlete in the least is overpaid.
I'm sorry, but when we have when we have teachers that are teaching the children of our future that are barely making enough to survive, fuck that. Yeah, they are.
Exactly. I completely agree.
But what does that have to do with
Neff. Let me break it down like this. Professional athletes have only one purpose in society, and that's pretty much to entertain people.
Okay,
and the fact that they get paid so much just to pretty much play a game is kind of ridiculous when you look at so many professions that are pretty much vital to our existence that aren't paid anywhere near that much. Our priorities as a society aren't straight.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this to that. I'm gonna counter what you said with this. Okay, first of all, whatever field, like NBA, NFL, whatever boxing associations there are, they make for whatever reason, and and we're the reason. But whatever reason that we spend billions of dollars on sports entertainment, okay, the amount the athletes are getting, and they're the ones that bring the money to these associations, to these companies and stuff, to these industries. They're making crumbs compared to what
and nobody's
disagreeing that.
Nobody's disagreeing with that.
That's not a counter to what we're saying about education system.
No, that's more like the scale of what makes money in the society. The priorities are messed up.
Well, I mean, we spend a whole bunch of money on entertainment. I think entertainment is
one of the things that would run counter to that is that the teacher does a very important job of teaching kids stuff. However, what teachers don't do? Teachers don't endorse things and aren't able to make millions of dollars off of teaching endorsements. Believe me, I would love to see some competitive teaching. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to see that happen.
That would be cool, but I mean,
I want to see the doping scandals that happen in competitive.
Yeah, right. How you do that?
But what I'm saying is, of course, I would love teachers to be paid a lot more than they are now. But what does that have to do with?
What does that have to do with, like, the athletes?
Yeah, nothing.
All right.
It's just
a ridiculous.
Yeah.
Don't you want to see a teacher teach a class in the Staples Center? And
all right, look, we're getting way far off base here.
Yeah, we are.
The point of it is that the entertainment industry is a huge money making machine and endorsements and all that, and we all know that. And it's also true that the athletes themselves get crumbs in comparison. But that's not to say that the entire money-making machine there isn't not only, it is ridiculous and overblown with how much money they make in general, but also you
get money from us.
In the scale of, how much they make as opposed to the ratio of how much they make as to how important to their lives how important to our lives they is completely ridiculous.
I mean, entertainment is extremely important to all. I'm not saying it's more important.
I'm not saying it's not extremely important, but as far as like us living and our survivability, it's very not important in comparison to pretty much everything else.
Yeah. A good example is this, Neff. There are a lot of teachers out there that are passionate about their jobs, but there are also a lot of teachers out there like, you know what, fuck this. I'm not getting paid enough to do this shit.
Or I just want to check, or that's a good thing. I'm not getting paid enough to do this shit. You're not getting paid enough to teach the goddamn future, but Money Mayweather is getting paid $32 million for what's essentially going to be maybe an hour worth of entertainment of us watching two people beat the shit out of each other.
Okay, but
and you're getting paid $32 million for that. I mean, it's ridiculous.
All we're saying is priorities are messed up. That's all we're saying.
I don't think the I think priorities are messed up in terms of teachers getting, and other professions getting way less money.
Well, look, there's only a certain amount of freaking money and wealth that people have. Okay, so it's like, yeah, teachers should get paid more. If somebody's getting paid more, then somebody else needs to get paid less.
All right, but I mean, I think it's fair for every athlete getting what they get.
I think it's fair for every athlete to get a reasonable compensation for it in comparison to the people who are running the shit. Yes. Do I think it's fair for either the athletes or the people running the shit to get so much money when other professions and vital areas get so little? No, I think that's retarded.
I mean, but that's our fault. It's our fault that the entertainment industry.
It's not a debate on whose fault it is. We're just saying that it's wrong. That's what we're trying to explain.
Exactly, man. It's like this is not really a big. It doesn't need to be a debate.
Listen, it's not that I don't agree with you guys because I do understand what you're saying.
So what are you saying?
But I'm saying that I'm saying that originally I don't think that the athletes are wrong for getting paid them. I think they should be getting paid more.
What?
All right. They're millionaires for freaking playing a sport. Why the hell should they be getting paid more?
Wait, listen, because I'm not talking about anybody else like the teachers. I'm talking about just the entertainment industry in itself gets so much money, and it's because of the athletes that it gets that much money.
Yeah, well, then, as opposed to the athletes getting paid more, the entertainment industry should be making less money.
No, they're getting a gazillion, bajillion more money than anything you can think of.
Yeah, they shouldn't be getting that, which is my point.
Well, we're the ones giving it to them. Like, okay,
but you're not making any sense. You're saying that you agree, but then you're saying they should be making more, but then you're saying it's our fault. But
no. I'm not saying. I know what I agree with you is that it's crazy. It is crazy, and it's like there should be more important things that money should be going to, but that's not the case. And so what I'm saying as things are now, athletes to me aren't getting paid enough. They're the entire reason entertainment's getting money. Athletes in terms of sports, entertainment. Athletes are the number one reason why we're spending money on them. And they're not getting paid enough. Like, okay, just imagine something makes $1 billion, an industry makes $1 billion, and the person that made that industry get $1 billion gets paid.
You know what? I would make that argument with you if the amount they're making wasn't so astronomical as it is.
Yeah, exactly. My brother. If you give me $32 million to fight somebody for an hour, I don't give a shit how much money you make off of it. Because I'm making fucking bread.
That's it.
So, like, whatever. They should be making more. Get out of here. They're already making an amount that a regular person like you or I could not even fathom. So you're making unfathomable amounts of money. So I'm going to say, you should be making even more unfathomable amounts of money than you already are because you're the main attraction.
Okay,
I really don't give a shit.
So let me ask you a question. Okay, so say you're the boxer, right? Say you're the boxer. Say you're you're Holland. Okay, so the industry that you work for that makes $1 billion that from your fight, and you're getting $32 million of that billion. Do you think that's fair?
Why the fuck would you care? You're making $32 million.
I'm making $32 million for fighting somebody once.
It doesn't make a difference. He may be the reason, but he didn't set up the fight. He didn't do the press. He didn't set up the venue. He didn't sell the tickets.
I didn't put money in.
He's the one who fought.
Also, the thing is that as a fighter, you are acutely aware of how honestly disposable you are.
No,
exactly. They can get somebody else.
I'm not saying you're not disposable, but just the fact that they're disposable, they should be getting more than $32 million. I think it's.
I disagree.
I highly disagree. I think this is a stupid argument.
All right, I think it's time for.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
This is dumb. We'll talk about this later, some other time. Right. But as far as the Arsenal podcast 43, yeah, that's a wrap, yo. Good night, everybody. We just have to agree to disagree. Right. Peace.
Nobody agrees with me on the audience. Though.
No, nobody agrees with you, bro.
Nope, we disagree.
Nope.
You guys are mean.
Sorry, Nev.
You guys are very mean.
Peace.
Peace.